Hello, today we're going to talk about tea. So most people think of tea as something that British people like to do with their little cups and drink nice and proper, and maybe a little bag that you can dip in and then just take it out. But in Asia, especially Korea where I am, we like to make tea from natural ingredients, and a lot of times we put them in a big metal pot like this, or even a big one like this, which already you can pour from. It's pretty handy. So I've got some of the ingredients we like to use here. The one that I'm making today, it has pieces of what looks like wood, but it's actually from the licorice tree, same one that makes that disgusting candy, but it is very healthy, so it's good to make with tea because you don't have to taste the licorice flavor. Mostly what you're going to taste in that tea is this cinnamon. It does smell quite a bit like cinnamon, and it makes the whole house smell like cinnamon as you cook it. But as you can see, it's just another piece of wood. The final one we have is something they like to use a lot in cooking here in Korea. Jujubes, which look sort of like raisins, giant raisins, but they smell a little bit different. They also have very healthy qualities. So all of those ingredients, they go right into the water here, and they make the water into a nice healthy tea. And the strongest flavor is going to be the cinnamon, so it actually tastes very, very good. Another thing we like to make tea out of is, believe it or not, these are pears they have in Asia here in Korea. It looks like an apple more than a pear, but it's very sweet and juicy like a pear. So you can cut one of these bad boys up and mix it with the jujubes and the licorice, and it makes for a nice tea that's really good for your throat when you got a cold. The final tea, now come closer. Okay. So this one looks like special grass, but it's actually like this. It looks kind of like an evergreen tree. It's called bisuri, and it's really good for how shall I say, the husband and wife duties. So anyway, it's a good tea for certain things. I'm not a fan of the taste. This is more like the grass tasting one. When you have the pear or the cinnamon tea, these ones are really tasty. But the bisuri, let's just say it tastes healthy. Yeah. So it's not the most flavorful one, but it's good for your body. It's good for certain activities. So there's all kinds of tea. So when somebody says that they are not interested in your type of tea, just let them see the different types of tea. There's so many flavors. So let's get started cooking this one. So you take 5 or 6 of each of the ingredients and you wash them in some water and just get rid of any of the extra dirt that may be on there. And then you fill your teapot with some water about halfway, and then you put the ingredients in there when it gets to the top, and you're ready to cook it. So now that the tea has the water in it, we have this nifty container here, and instead of the usual teapot that makes just a really loud whistling sound, this one's pretty cool because the sound is a little bit more pleasant. See, listen. So it sounds like a train whistle. So we just pop it on, and that's when we start the fire.